You're listening to MLVC, the Madonna Podcast, your place for all things Madonna, Louise, Veronica Ciccone. Hello, everybody, and happy end of 2025. It's Liberty.
Hi, guys. Happy holidays from us at MLVC. I'm Tony.
Okay, let's see. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, Happy Solstice. Today is the shortest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. Longest day of the year in the Southern Hemisphere. You lucky mother. So, yeah, season's greetings all around from Ben.
And hey, everybody, it's Stefan. Keep that fighting spirit and turn your head around. Welcome to another episode of MLVC. As Ben said, happy winter solstice. I'm always happy when the solstice comes because we've made it to the shortest day, and now we start getting that minute of daylight, and just that glimmer of hope helps take me through to spring.
That little ray of light.
Yes.
Yes.
Liberty, I think your microphone's working now.
I think it's because it was faced the wrong direction.
Oh, well, there you go.
You're right on time.
It's all of 2025, right? It's just the metaphor for all of the things.
There you go. You just have to turn that mic around.
Turn the mic around.
That's the wrong artist.
Well, everybody, thanks for joining us tonight because it is our season 7 finale and our annual holiday spectacular. I can't believe we are ending the 7th season of this podcast. Snaps to us for having the audacity to keep doing this.
How many years is it now, Stefan? I've lost count.
We'll celebrate our 8th birthday next April, but yeah, this is our 7th year of podcasting.
It's incredible because we haven't aged, but the show just gets older.
It's amazing.
Older.
I know. We look as good as Madonna. Liberty, you need to. Luckily, you can turn your mic around, but for some reason, my Zoom just maybe Santa will bring me a new laptop for Christmas. I don't know.
Do you think it's your laptop?
I think it's a bandwidth thing or something. Mm-hmm. I don't have enough memory or something. Who knows? It's temperamental. Well, we've got a packed agenda, as we should. We don't just twiddle our fingers here at MLVC.
That's right.
I will say I usually say there's plenties of goings on, but there's actually really not a lot of stuff going on in the Madonna-verse.
Yeah, for as sleepless as she is in Madonna land, we're just here waiting. If you're just getting a post about being an insomniac, but no product.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to sing, Liberty? Are you going to?
Oh, I forgot what do I usually sing?
There's plenty of goings on in the Madonna-verse.
She'll take us there eventually.
That's right. Don't just stand there. Let's get to it. It's time for a little This Week in Ciccone.
See, I get what I want.
Liberty said all that we really needed to say about This Week in Ciccone because, Madonna's celebrating Hanukkah with her family, and she let us know that she's an insomniac, which I think we already knew.
Mm-hmm. Well aware.
I love that she was reaffirming that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I miss the witchy posts when she was insomniac, like where she's like got candles and, burning sage and that type of thing. Like, that's what I want from the insomniac. I want to see, especially today, right? Today's the day to set all these 13 intentions for the next, year. And come on, Madonna.
Is that what we're supposed to do on winter solstice? We're supposed to set intentions?
Yeah, and you burn one each day this is something I have read about. You you write them all down and then you burn one a day. Don't read them, whichever one you're burning. And then on the last day, you read that one. These are things that that you're speaking into or putting into your 2026, I guess.
I see. Well, I think we normally just manifest it on the podcast. Like we just sort of put it out there.
We've worked very hard on that. And I think that 2026 will finally be getting our big manifestations.
Here's hoping.
The only question is when. That's all. Yeah.
Yes. Well, and thank you for mentioning that, Tony, because as we all know, there's lots of what ifs and who's and what's and spinning around. And so I thought, since we don't have that much This Week in Ciccone to do, we would do a little edition of, and Liberty, do you know the theme song now? Are you able to sing it with me? It's fine. I'm going to insert it later in the episode.
Just insert, yes.
Yeah.
Madonna rumor mill.
Madonna rumor mill. Yeah, exactly.
Madonna rumor mill. I never said that.
I never said that. So the biggest rumor floating around right now is that Madonna's Dolce & Gabbana ad is meant to come out on January 9th. Apparently the stars are aligning. But I've also seen a rumor that that's the date the first single is meant to come out. Which do we think has more of a chance of being true? Single or Dolce & Gabbana ad?
I mean, in a magical universe, it's both.
Right, but I think logically, this is just me speculating. So all the fashion weeks are in end of January, beginning of February for fall. So it would make sense for Dolce & Gabbana to release a campaign prior to that so they can promote it during the fashion weeks. That's just my, from my fashion PR background, speculation. But I would love a single in January, but Madonna's never done a single in January. The only time we got singles around this time was when she was forced to release the leaks from
American
Rebel Heart.
Pie.
So that was atypical.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, I'd love new music, but I think it's Dolce & Gabbana. If something's coming first, it's Dolce & Gabbana. Put her back out there. Maybe we'll get a little snippet of remember when she did the Hello Moto ad with Biggie, no.
Yeah.
And we heard Hung Up, but there was no lyrics or anything. It was just like the background beat of Hung Up. Maybe that's what we'll get. We'll get like a little bit of like a, and
I'm thinking if the ad campaign comes out in January and they do Fashion Week in Milan in early February, she'll be there with them doing something or whatever. And then another thought that I had, they announced the Met Gala chairs, and it was Beyonce was one of them. So I was like, well, if Beyonce's one of the chairs, it would make sense that Madonna would get invited. And she would go to that, especially if she's got something to promote around that time.
For
also,
sure.
Speculation.
Right. Depending on her schedule, though, because that's May, right? Is it Met Gala May?
First Monday in May, yes.
Yeah, so who knows? Maybe she might be deep in promo by that point. Yeah, I don't know.
But I think excellent promo.
I think it's going to be a very busy first quarter for Madonna because I think it's all going to be leading up to that. But so thank you, Ben, for texting me on the side. We totally blew over the fact that Madonna, as pictured in my background, was in London for Rocco's art opening. I had forgotten that we hadn't spoken about that.
Well, that's because you were traumatized by Guy Ritchie and looking like some kind of caveman in a suit. I was like, wait, who is that?
Well,
and then the captain said Guy Ritchie, and I was like, wait, nuh-uh, that was not.
But guys, to be fair, since they've broken up, Madonna's had 2 facelifts. He hasn't had any,
Oh, stop. Well,
Guy can't afford a real facelift. Guy can't afford a real facelift.
Or a racer, apparently. Lord, he was trying to be like Wolverine. I was like, oh my Lord.
It's cold in London. He needs something to protect.
Very rustic.
Okay, that's the polite way of saying
she's older than him, and she looked younger than him. That's all I care about.
That's
Revenge
always the point.
in front of the ex,
So I loved her look. I love the subtle throwback to the Confessions era. It's almost like she's grown it up a little bit, I like that she's not doing a repeat of the Confessions, but we've got the boots, we've got the coloring, we've got textures and shine and shimmer, and it's kind of fun how she's thrown it back.
I feel like, look at the leopard bag there too. It's got a lot of things happening. Again, I'm leaning back in this Italian disco vibe where it's class, but it's also sort of, I don't want to use the word trash, but a little bit
Euro trash.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, exactly. And
it looks comfortable.
Which, did we speak about the leaked Dolce & Gabbana photo? Have we been together since that happened?
I think I spoke about it on the show when I had the guy from Heated Rivalry on, and we talked about it. But That was
It doesn't feel real.
clearly fake. That was somebody
Oh
AI'd
yeah.
That was
There's no
I thought
way
it was
that would be a professionally released shot. It was so
yeah,
doctored, edited, and it
super
looked like
AI.
3 different people were in that photo.
Here's the thing about the grown-up confessions, though, of all this, like the styling and the length of the coat dress and the tights and the color scheme. It is giving the Italian, but it's also moving it to a later part of the disco era, whereas Hung Up was very much set in the feathered hair, mid to late 70s. This is leaning a little more 1980, 1981 end of Studio 54, very Italian, very like Alston after his first trip
Yes.
to rehab.
Olivia,
So
Xanadu.
yeah. So it's interesting, which, is right up to the border of when she enters the scene, right? So it's
Mhm.
like there's you could even see Debbie Harry circa
Yeah.
1980 wearing that outfit. So I loved it.
That's a good observation. Yeah, like late 70s, early 80s vibe. And when they were taking photos in the studio and she's holding up those house records, that's early 80s house. So I like all those influences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was telling a story in a way
Mhm.
that the early appearances of the Confessions era started telling the story of what was happening with, the red dress and Rolling Stone, and how that was clearly referencing like Tommy and the Who and the Acid Queen. I'm like, okay, solidly center 70s. This is leaning more 80, 81, but not quite up to 82 when she shows up in the cutoff and the lace and the
Mhm.
poof and the,
Right before she
yeah.
kind of changed the entire landscape of
Yeah,
pop and
yeah.
disco.
This is very refined, very slick, very gloss, and she took that at the time and introduced the streets into it. So it's very interesting that she's like getting up against that. It's like the two ends of the horseshoe about to meet,
Yeah.
time is a circle, life is a circle.
I
So
say
here
it's
we go.
calculated. It's
Oh, for
Yeah.
calculated.
sure.
I don't
Yeah.
think, and look, the boots are the same ones from whatever 2005.
2005. Yeah.
So honestly, like they were rummaging around in the archive and said, "This'll work," and then I think they built the outfit around the boots. Actually,
It's so funny because I guess we can say we're legacy Madonna fans, and we know where all the clothes come from because
yeah,
we know now that there is an archive, and she is pulling from that archive.
yeah. And she
Absolutely.
teased us with some different shoes, which
Mhm.
who knows what that could have been for, because in the
Right. When we were
pre-post.
theorizing what was the selfie about, because she had her hair pulled back, and we were a little like, are we sure?
We thought album shoot,
Yeah.
and then it winds up being this. But again, could be a test to see how do we react, what do we think, what does just like they test audiences for film, like
Mhm.
what do the people think of this? Is this a direction? And I think it works super well. And it was still, like modest enough not to show up Rocco's moment there in London. And I thought that was great. But then the photo series that came after, with the first picture being sort of this looking up
Oh, that
with the black
gorgeous
background
photo.
is
Oh,
incredible.
the chiaroscuro lighting. I tried to recreate it in my promo photo. You cannot do that with just like straight
It's
overhead lighting.
so good.
It was really good. Yeah, yeah. I thought she was
Very queen.
ticking all the marks with like, it's understated but sexy and comfortable and hip and modern and classy. And I'm curious if she'll continue with this type of look right up until the new album comes out, and if this will be like an extension of that, or if she'll swerve where it's like maybe she's just kind of like teasing a little bit like Confessions hints, and then it will be a complete reveal and
Yeah.
something will it'll be a completely different aesthetic, like
This could all be a red herring.
yeah, exactly. Like she's giving homage to the original Confessions with these type of looks, and then it'll be a hard swing, like a 180 into something completely different.
I actually love that
because when she
Yeah.
was doing the original Confessions, we did sort of see elements of. We didn't get spandex, but we got elements of those looks sort of like prior to the actual album era coming out. So.
Yeah, and it was such a stark contrast from the American Life era, with had a little bit more ethereal naturalness to it, to this sort of, glam, which we hadn't seen in a minute. And yeah, that's really
Like, I'm curious if, like, what's her hair going to be? Like, is she going to keep this hair? Or is it going to
Oh
be
God,
something
I hope not.
something as specific as, obviously we're not going to get a Farrah swoop, but like, I'm curious as to how she's going to reinvent it. These are the things that keep me awake late at night when I'm drifting off to sleep. I'm like, what will Madonna's hair look like?
No, I do it too, and I start to think about all the clues that we're getting, and then at the same time I throw them out the window because I'm like, remember #magic, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
All
exactly.
these things could like build up and give you nothing. So
Right.
Yeah.
Remember, none of this is real.
Yeah.
So,
and life is a mystery. So
yes, exactly.
which that's really what she's based her career on, is like keep you guessing, and you think something's going one direction and then it's like nope. Although the hair really, she's not as adventurous, I think, as she once was. So which
Right.
I understand.
We're not gonna get like a hard cropped, like true blue bouffant.
Right. If so, then wigs. I actually would like to see a little bit of the sort of 95 something to remember, sort of a swoop to bang and a little bit of a cropped, kind of a bob a little bit, or a lob, but there's like this sort of swoopy side part.
I'm happy with the side part. I always love Madonna with the side part, but we'll see.
I think it's just going to be a bunch of wigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, after a certain age, you're like, oh my God, I don't want to deal with this. Just put a wig on.
No, you guys, case in point, I went to see Christina Aguilera at Christmas in Paris because I'm always curious to see what the girlies are doing. You go see this hour-and-a-half thing in Paris where she does like these numbers at the Crazy Horse and she's performing at the top of the Eiffel Tower, blah, blah, blah. But she had 15 costume changes because I counted, and every single costume change had a different wig. And I think that's the standard now, It's like you got to give all the looks and you have to commit to each one from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I doubt that Madonna will come out and just have her hair in a ponytail or something.
No,
I
don't think ponytails are passe.
Look at Cher on SNL last night. I mean, lip syncing her heart out, but she at least she was given different looks.
Yeah.
She looked great.
That just felt like a curly version of the same wig Cher's been wearing since 1987.
But it's great because it gives the wig people a job.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like I'm all for the wigs. I'm like, why go through the effort of trying to figure out, like, the whole idea of an era having to have a consistent hairstyle. It's hard on your hair.
Exactly. It's practical. As you get older, your hair doesn't hold up to like being processed and dyed and blow dried.
Well, wigs are so much better than they used to be. Like, especially if you get some Broadway people or some Hollywood people who do good wigs and the right
Meryl
kind of movie.
Streep's wig person.
Like, oh my God,
she's been
Meryl
with
Streep.
She's been with that same person. Like, she got in a contract, and I don't know if he's allowed to work with other people, but like that's why Meryl's wigs always look flawless. It's because it's the same guy working with her all the time. And I'm like, yeah, Madonna, like get with these wig people.
Get wiggy with it. Sorry,
get yourself a wig day already.
The great wig guy. It's you've had him on the show, and I mean, he's fabulous, and he knows exactly. He knows her head shape. He knows her. The contours.
She's talking about Michelangelo.
Oh no, not Michelangelo. The one who does all the wigs. Who did the wigs for Madame X?
Oh yeah. Sorry,
for Corvette.
Yes,
Why did I say
Corvette. Hot. Yeah,
Ferrari?
Corvette. Yeah, yeah.
It's some race car guy.
No, but I don't think Corvette does. No, Corvette works with her on the shows. I don't think he's her like personal wig guy.
I don't know. Nicola DeClark does the color for Madonna. Always shares her work, and I think, or their work. I'm not sure. And I think that's. I am personally partial to no wig, just because I like authenticity. I like I mean, I know a wig allows for consistency, but I like the reality. That's a personal preference. And now I know that fabulousness dictates, you want the wig.
But Madonna pulls off the wigs. I mean, I don't like to see them on stage because then they start to get sweaty and matted. But otherwise, I mean, she pulls them off,
I think she's had a lot more wigs over the years than we realized. She used to pay much more money for her wigs back in the day.
Is this the wig episode that we were supposed to be having?
I mean, maybe.
We need to have that. I know we've long rumored that we were going to have a wig episode dedicated to just talking about her wigs, but we're waiting until next season.
Guys, you can expect a lot in 2026, one of them being the wig episode.
Right. Because we know there's probably going to be lots of wigs coming. So
we're going to have to learn to wig, Liberty.
Yeah, we're going to have to learn some technical so we can put up the side by side and see what the chat says.
During that episode, we will also all be wearing wigs. So
oh my god, I've already done that on the show.
I'm into it.
I still have that pink wig that Michelangelo gave us when we did the pink. Tony and I and Michelangelo and
mid-COVID, we went to a rooftop in Chelsea,
and we all put on pink wigs, and because that was when Pink Donna first reappeared. So,
we could get pink in the new
whatever color that you've got handy, Liberty. If you've got a black wig sitting around, orange, whatever color you've got.
I have a Marie Antoinette wig.
Fine, done.
I'll recreate the
Ben, do you have any
reinvention.
Wigs? Ben, do you have wigs?
What?
Do you have any wigs?
Oh, I have access to wigs. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
Liberty, what are you going to do if she whips out Pink Donna for the first single and video?
Oh,
Liberty's going to swear it up and down. She will not have it. She's not going to have it.
No, I will love it. I'm excited because I think this is going to be a different
riot.
No, look, for Madam X, I actually switched my entire mind frame. I loved Medellin. It was a favorite for me.
Because there was a lot of wigs in that. There was a lot of wigs
in that. She looked good. Yeah, I mean, look, that's the thing. And wigs that I didn't find so appealing. I didn't love the short Betty Boop
Some
wig.
of the wigs were better than others. We've been down this road before.
No,
we've talked about
Stefan and I were second row at Madam X, not bragging, it's just a fact. And we're looking down at her head, and I was like, that's a really good wig,
that short bob.
Yes.
Oh, so good.
That black wig was good. It looked real. Tony almost ripped it off her head. I was like, Tony, we're gonna get thrown out of here. Don't do it. His hands started going like this, and I was just snatched it back. I was like, "Don't you dare!" We paid way too much money to get thrown out of the show.
Relive the SNL Gaga moment where they start pulling each other's wigs.
Oh my lord!
That was so long ago. That hair was good.
That was a little too long. That was like
it
was like Amazonian Madonna.
Leave that in the early 2010s.
MDNA wigs were different world.
Were those wigs or extensions? I feel like those
balls,
they were clip-ins. So sort of to move the topic along of This Week in Chaconi, because you mentioned the Insomniac photo in the chat, people were like, oh, what if Insomniac becomes one of the songs on the album?
I was like, is she teasing a song title? Like, now we have to start paying attention to that type of stuff.
Well, you know what? I mean, this is like a long-standing condition with her. She's been complaining about this since the 80s, maybe even longer. So why not finally, Madonna.
So if let's think about this for a second. Thank you, Ben, for moving us past the wigs. So she already said on Jay Shetty that Fragile is one, and what was the other one?
Forgive Yourself,
Forgive
Christopher
Yourself.
song.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe it's in the same vein as like it's topics that have constantly like been haunting her whole life. So now we have insomnia. So it's like, because that is something that has plagued her infamously since her mother died. Because as she knew, when her mother passed away, everyone told her, well, your mother just went to sleep. And because of that, she was frightened to go to sleep because she thought that she was going to die. And that created a lifelong affliction and war with her to sleep. And she's never been able to get past it. So I was thinking that too. I was like, is she being clever or she's just being pithy? Who knows?
Well, either way, I believe that these vulnerability sort of themes, they're relatable. They're great elaboration moments, I think, for her. And I would love to hear something about what that really does to her creative side, or if it hinders or helps, or if it makes it where it's the one space where she has access to quiet.
Right.
Because
I mean, it's exactly like that's the one thing about my creativity is at night when the world quiets down, my brain starts to become very active. Like, I thank you, morning people, for letting us know that you think getting everything done at 5 a.m. in the morning is the best time in the world to do that. But there is a lot of other people who work the complete opposite, where it's like at night, all of a sudden my brain is like alive and creativity, and I want to do this and I want to talk about that and blah, blah, blah. Not that I'm like hyper, but like my brain has just finally, because the world is so much more quiet. Like the birds have shut the fuck up and traffic is quiet and kids are asleep and the dogs have stopped barking. And it's like, I appreciate that. So I'm on board with that, Liberty.
That's what noise canceling headphones are for. Nighttime is for glasses of wine. Like, oh my goodness. I think Insomnia, if it's a song, it'll be like Impressive Instant. It'll be this crazy, chaotic, swirly techno. Like and maybe with like a break where it does go to that quiet, and then all the thoughts come back in the song. Like it could be that up and down of Insomniacs with like the noisy brain, and then like that moment where you feel like it's gonna stop, and then it comes back.
So I'm sure you probably know this. You know that group Faithless, and they did that song Insomnia.
Oh yeah.
I love that song. If she can do something even remotely close to that type of like club anthem-esque, listen to Insomnia by Faithless. It's so effing good. I'm going to listen to it after we're done the show because it's so good. And I would love if she did something like that.
Whenever we talk about this new project for next year, my biggest thought in my head is like, Stuart Price, don't screw this up. Stuart Price, the stakes are so high.
They know. I know. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I think we all know as fans, we all know as podcasters. I assume if we all know the stakes involved, Stuart, Madonna, the label, like they all know that this is like the stakes are so high for this that they can't screw it up. Like they can't.
Yeah. When you mentioned the label, I think of Warner Brothers because I really don't feel, and you guys tell me what you think, I don't feel like Interscope helped at all with any kind of promotion other than like selling tickets for the concert if you buy the album. Other than that, I really don't know what they did because it wasn't similar to anything Warner Brothers did.
I looked at it as Interscope was treating her like any other artist. I don't feel I feel like Warner is embracing her and sort of they understand her. I think they work with her a little bit better. Interscope seemed to just be sort of more directive, like you're doing this. You're doing
working
that.
with Mike Dean.
Here. Yeah. You know, like they were sort of just like, and maybe she had a confidence issue where she wanted to try out what they were doing, and maybe that's why just the authenticity didn't ring true with some of those era albums, because there's a lot of fans who didn't love those, who were like legacy fans, but at the same time there's a lot of fans who came on board during those, so I don't think it didn't work either which way, but
I get that the stakes are high. I'm gonna do like a little bit of a balance here. I agree that all the stakes are high, but I feel like since Celebration, Madonna and Stewart are in the pocket,
Yeah.
and Stewart clearly has a vision. I still listen to the mixtape that they released the
Me
day
too.
after the Rio show. I I listened to that, and just the way that he threaded together all those songs from like both, and it's interesting, it's heavy erotica, bedtime stories, and confessions for the most part. And just how he threaded that together and almost created this like interesting, unique thing that was very club music of the moment. And I feel like, yes, it's going to be Confessions too, and draw inspiration from maybe these like early 80s, disco, post disco, pre new wave, punk, possibly like whatever. I feel like it's going to synthesize it just like Confessions did into this very interesting whole. And I feel like if the stuff is there, it'll take care of itself in the world. Yeah. Maybe I'm being naive, but I feel like
No, I, I,
they
I
were
think you're
in the
right.
pocket. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean,
We're
obviously
just all
they
impatient because they've been working on it so long, and it feels like, oh, do they not know what they're doing? Because she typically doesn't take that long to make albums, but we also know she's off being a mom and this and that, and she's off doing her own thing,
yeah.
and her own pace. So
And she has
yeah,
earned that in a lot of ways.
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Well, and who knows? I mean, I pay attention slightly to the charts, and stupid Taylor Swift is still consuming the top of the charts. I mean, maybe they were like, Madonna, you've got some extra time. Like we're not going to put this out right away because they want to
I
give her a
think that's all
chance.
bot farms. Like, I'm sorry, I just
Oh,
don't believe in a lot of that. I just think it's not,
it's
you
not
can't
true.
trust it anymore.
Yes. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Um,
Who knows? Yeah.
and who knows if,
She's throwing
somewhere
some
in
of
the
her
world.
throwing some of her Eras tour money
Yeah.
at them to be like, keep it at number one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, like I've said before, we've heard a lot more of her tunes just in random spaces and older
Mhm.
things,
It's
which,
slowly creeping in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it puts her in that sort of, you've not forgotten about me. You
Mhm.
know that I have earned this. And, again, I think just we mentioned Cher a moment ago. If you look on NBC, SNL's Insta, the posts of Cher, the comments are incredible, just praising Cher, praising the work that she's able to still do at her age. And I think that it's really important to remember that if this is all done right, that can happen to Madonna too.
Mhm.
And I hope SNL helps her out because they always, I think, they really can find great ways to showcase legacy artists when they want to. They always showcase new artists as well, but um with Cher being on there, which I haven't seen in
It
years.
was long. It was a long time since she's been
Yeah.
on that show.
She's not been on SNL in so long. It would be amazing to get a little taste, or even if it's just cameo, I feel like that would
Yeah, I
help.
don't know if she'd perform again on SNL, but who knows? I mean, never say never. I think
Look,
she.
if Cher lip sync, so can Madonna.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with it. I don't personally have a problem with lip syncing. I think that you have to do what you have to do in order to deliver the performance. And a lot of people get their sort of panties in a wad about, well, it's not authentic. I think Cher didn't lip sync the second song. Um, and I don't know. I feel like it's important for it's just the presence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh,
I think if Madonna was going to be on SNL, I would need to hear her sing some live vocals just because people would want to. I think with Madonna, she would want to. I don't think Cher cares if she's singing live or not. I think she's just like, I'll show up, sure.
yeah, I mean, Madonna loves, again, Madonna loves art in the moment.
Yeah.
She's not the type to be like, it's pre-planned stuff that she does, but it's not always pre-planned in that way. And I don't know. I feel it depends on the song. It depends on the Patty Bravo would be fun, I think, if there's a cover.
Yeah, we'll see. It's right around the corner. You never know.
Yeah, remember, she's not going to do SNL again because of the whole week long of rehearsals. Like that is not her bag or her zone. I'm sure they didn't make Cher show up for that, but like she still had to go and show up for rehearsals and do all that stuff and film the
She had to do
promo.
the spots, and I think
Yeah,
Ariana was also instrumental in kind of
yes,
the bridge
yes.
there.
So yeah, unless the right actor was hosting and could convince her to do it, I don't see that.
Julia
happening.
Garner.
Oh yeah,
Get Julia Garner to host that, and Madonna will do it
Okay,
in a
there
heartbeat.
you go.
season
Yeah,
finale.
probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, if she's got something coming up in the spring that Madonna can cross
maybe
shore.
it'll be Meryl and Madonna
Right,
to
for
promote
Meryl, Madonna,
that's
right, for Devil Wears
nice.
Prada.
the
There we
Devil
go.
Wears Prada 2.
Put that out there, Ben. There we go. Madonna.
That's the combo I want to see.
Yeah.
I mean, Julia Garner is great, but I want Meryl Streep and like get a bunch of the old cast back, even get Mike Myers and all of them to come back.
Look, they have a person on, and I'm blanking on his name, but he loves a diva. He loves Lady Gaga. I know he does.
No, Bowen Yang just his last
Yeah.
show
he just
was just
quit.
his show just it was just like, wow, you really
Oh,
are
he's
out of
done?
you
Oh
you
my
are out of this
God,
you are out of the
no.
loop, Liberty.
Yeah.
That's
Bowen
it.
Yang just ended his Saturday Night Live last night. His dream was to have Cher, and that's Cher was on the show. So
Well, good. I'm glad for that.
yes.
But sad for that because also he's really good.
Well, so another thing we wanted to do real quick was the year in Madonna. What was 2025? I think a lot of times we sit back and think, Madonna hasn't given us anything. And I like to remember all of the stuff that she has given us. So quickly, we'll just go through the list of stuff and you can just be like, respond in a quick manner. So Madonna started out 2025 with her trip to Japan. Do we remember that?
No.
Oh, stop it. You remember that. Remember she gave us that wonderful little the little TikTok video where she was like, and then I did this, and then I did this, and then I loved her little voiceover about that. Back in February, she officially announced the sequel to Confessions on a Dance Floor, having previously teased it, but that was her official Stuart Price post about it. And of course, we were all elated. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and we all thought it was going to come out by the end of the year.
Yes.
Right, because who wants new music in 2025? Well, duh.
Madonna released her funeral rights editorial for CR Fashion Book with photographer Stephen Klein. I still think that was such a beautiful photo shoot, and I loved like she was like,
it will be a nice bow to put on their years of collaboration.
For sure. She made a grand appearance, all in white, at the Met Gala back in May, smoking her cigar, and
oh my God, I forgot about that.
looking beautiful. On the,
it's so
she
much
looked fantastic
happening all the time.
People were so vicious.
Yeah, well,
They're
because
just jealous, Ben.
Exactly.
Oh, I agree.
She announced that Sean Levy would be directing a limited series about her life for Netflix. I think that was sort of like,
let's hope.
We were excited about that because, you know, maybe we're moving past the biopic or that will be the predecessor to the biopic. Who knows? Madonna kickstarted the Labubu craze. I'm attributing her to that. It was Madonna's fault. So if you have a Labubu, it's because of Madonna.
I don't know about that because about a year ago,
it was Madonna.
Lalisa, we don't know anything about you.
There's some stuff I actually have already forgotten, and I'm glad I had. And there we go.
I'm
on to the
sending
next
you a
thing.
box of Labubus for Christmas.
Oh, please don't. Please don't.
Do you still have that Labubu, Ben?
I do somewhere. I don't know where it went when we
It's fornicating
moved.
with your elf on the shelf?
I don't have an elf on a shelf. I do have a rainbow unicorn, though. Look at this.
Oh, hello, Disco Pony.
Wow.
Wow. Why on earth do you have a disco pony?
That's the last thing I expected you to pull out of there.
It's just like a random thing that we have, and I like it sitting on the shelf over top of my writing desk because sometimes if I'm feeling like, man, I just want these like lines to be super gay and filthy, and I look at Disco Unicorn and I'm like, yes,
Well,
that's all.
maybe the Labubu wants a ride on the Disco
No,
Unicorn.
the little boo boo is still in its box, probably somewhere buried in one of the front storage
But
closets.
what if it was a disco Labubu?
No,
All right.
no,
You can
All right.
buy them outfits.
no.
All
All right,
right.
let
The
me know
chat
when we're done
agrees that the
talking about
unicorn is
toys.
better. Yeah, like
All right,
move
so
on.
Madonna
kind of
celebrated.
toys?
Madonna celebrated her 67th birthday in Tuscany. She looked
Oh.
gorgeous. Debbie was there. It was a wonderful looking trip. I was jealous that we weren't invited.
Speaking of toys, there was a cake
Labubu
inspired by
cake.
Labubu.
Yes, I wasn't going to bring it up, but thank you for bringing it up, Tony. In September, it was revealed that the forthcoming sequel to Confessions on a Dance Floor would be released on Warner Records. I think there was a collective sigh of relief. I think we were all very happy to know that the album is in good hands. Madonna did a very high-profile podcast interview, sadly not with us, but with Jay Shetty, which is where we got our first glimpse of two song titles that we Forgive Me, right? Forgive Me, and Fragile. And then, of course, there were a ton of momentous anniversaries. We celebrated 10 years of Rebel Heart. Vogue turned 35. Desperately Seeking Susan turned 40. The Virgin Tour turned 40. Something to Remember turned 30. Confessions turned 20. Music turned 25. And Immaculate Collection turned 35. So, yeah. Oh, and then there were the re-releases that we got. Veronica Electronica, which, yes, I'm calling a re-release because it was just a bunch of remixes we'd already heard.
Yeah, it was a re-release.
Bedtime Stories, The Untold Chapter. Hello, Bedtime Stories. And Confessions on a Dance Floor, 20th Anniversary Edition. Yes, Ben. Yes, Ben. Mm-hmm. Red shirt, Ben. Red dress, Ben.
Not released in 2025 was the Celebration Tour video.
Yes.
But perhaps that, too, is a choice that
Yeah.
there has a good reason that we don't know. So,
Yeah,
but we did get the La Isla. Wait, no, we got Live to Tell, which was very beautiful.
Yes.
I
Oh,
still
right. She
think
released that footage. Yeah.
It's like an HD video.
I stand by that. I think we will never see that
I
concert
don't
tour.
either.
I think it's.
Yeah.
I think it
don't
goes
think
to
we will
bed with
ever
Blonde
see it.
Ambition.
Right. And
it-
like I've said on the show earlier this year, it was recorded for television by Globo, the Brazilian TV network. You can see it. It's a very well-produced show. You can see it on YouTube. I mean, I don't know why they would release something different when it's already been produced for television. You know?
Well,
Unless
that will remain one of the greatest mysteries of Madonna fandom.
Well, except now we have to remember if Netflix succeeds in buying HBO and the collapse of some of the old HBO legacy contracts going under Netflix, they're able to rescue some of that stuff. And then she's willing with the TV show. Maybe we talked about this before that some of them could end up on Netflix.
An
so you
entire
never know.
Madonna collection. It would be in my
Listen,
immediate add to my
HBO
stuff.
has the masters for Blonde Ambition, for Girly Show, for
Reinvent or
Ground World.
Ground World.
Yeah. Hey, I'm all for it. The more the merrier. Give me a Madonna channel.
Let me stream that every morning while I'm getting ready for work. Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I know I'd love it.
No reason not to.
Madonna wasn't the only one who kept busy in 2025. MLVC also had a very busy year. In addition to the 37 episodes that we produced this year, snaps. We had a bunch of great guests, some highlights. We spoke to Norman Shea, who danced with Madonna on the Confessions and Sticky and Sweet tours. We spoke with James Vaughan Pham from the Celebration tour. As I mentioned earlier, Brandon Ash Mohammed, who is currently on Heated Rivalry on HBO. Pete Zayas from the off-Broadway show Messy White Gaze. And of course, Tony Ward, living out the fantasies of 16-year-old Stefan. I still swoon over the fact that I got to talk to him.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Liberty released an album titled The After Hours, which has 12 original songs. They were all great tracks. If you've not gotten someone in your life a Christmas present, gift them The After Hours. Liberty would appreciate it, and
It's an easy purchase. You
your-
don't need to go shopping.
yeah, your friend will love it.
It's been raining here the other night. I think Thursday night. It was midnight, something around that time. I put it on and I was like, why? When it ended, I was like, no, I need more. This vibe is like perfect for like a rainy night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
There was an increase in, I'm just going to look really quickly because I don't know who uses Apple Music versus who uses Spotify.
I do. It might be me.
Wait, I got 100 all-time plays for Waiting for You and Desperately Seeking Susan. So on Apple Music, which is...
not
I do
desperately,
like those
just
songs.
desperately seeking. Just desperately seeking.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about that. And
But yeah, I use Apple Music exclusively, and you are on my playlist. So cheers.
Nice. Well, and of course,
I listened to your album the other day. What was I even doing? And it popped up, and I'm like, oh, I haven't listened to Liberty's album for a minute, and I streamed it from start to finish.
Desperately Seeking, having sexy time.
I was like, this is so pleasant. I know I was home alone. I was listening. I mean, not that can't be sexy time.
I like to know these little demographic issues. You know, it's very fascinating to me as an artist.
Oh, Liberty, the chat is saying that you should do a deluxe edition.
Oh,
yes.
Well, yeah, I've been working on a little ditty about Jack and Diane. No, just a little ditty. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. And of course, there'll be a new theme song.
Yes, we've got a new theme song. We've got to start cracking on that because you know that she's gonna pounce on us before we're ready. So
I mean, if there's a Confession sequel coming next year, there needs to be an After Hours sequel. You know.
Well, we've got a couple. It might not come that fast.
I'm not waiting 20 years.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Before we go, I wanted to give all of us a chance to say what our MLVC holiday wishes are. It can be Madonna related or life related, whatever you'd like. So, Liberty, you go. What's your holiday wish this season?
My holiday wish is that if this is sort of double-edged, if Madonna should embark on a tour, that she's somewhere where we can all conglomerate, we can all unify, that there's several shows maybe in a row, and that I can afford it somehow, some way. So, you know, it better rain money or I don't know, my feet pics must finally sell. Something has to materialize so that I can have all those things happen for me.
Yes, everyone go buy Liberty's album so she doesn't have to start an OnlyFans channel.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that we can maybe come together to do anything live. I think that would be wonderful. Just to be with you guys in the same room.
Yes.
And to, be able to yap about all things Madonna all the time. With fans, with people who love and are as crazy as we are. Because I know you're out there.
Mm-hmm. Tony, what's your holiday wish?
Well, I've got a couple. First, my biggest wish is to everyone that hears our voices through this platform. Just we're so grateful for you guys. Thank you for giving us something to do, that is rewarding and that brings us together and brings you guys together with us. Music indeed makes the people come together, and in this case, Madonna's music. So I'm very grateful for this. And my wish is for another exciting year of Madonna news and, Madonna just existing in our world. I'm so happy about that. And my other wish is 2026 Madonna !
Nice. Ben, what about you?
Well, so I'm not going to make any wishes about the new album because we know it's coming, and two, I feel like, as I said earlier, they're in the pocket and they know what they're doing, and it's just gonna like whirl, and I'm here for it. So my wish is because the four of us already do this. So my wish is for the audience and the viewers and our fellow Madonna fans, both legacy and newer, that we get the energy into the world. Like I have been wearing this t-shirt out since we got them, and I've been wearing a couple of the other ones, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna start. I mean, I would wear them to like, I've had Madonna attire most of my adult life, but I typically would only wear it to like the gym or like the club or the bar or whatever. But I wear this t-shirt when I'm like at the cocktail bar or I'm at Target, and the amount of people who will stop and ask you, because I think I said this earlier, I have one of the t-shirts from the shoot where she's in the sparkly jeans where she was in the archive. And somebody thought it was someone named Zara Larson, who I have no idea who that is. And I was like, excuse me, this is Mother Madonna. Like, come correct. And so I feel like my wish is for everybody to put that energy out into the world and get Mother the respect, right? Like, and I'm inspired by all these people that are posting all these, like, it's insane to me. I saw one the other day. It's just these like two musicians watching the girly show and reacting to it. And it had like 25,000 views. And I'm like, oh my God, if the girly show was like easily viewable, think about how many people would see it and understand, like, yeah. And I just like, I'm like, okay, but we can do that as sort of the older audience who was there for it and engage in that part of that conversation as well. So that is my and then my other Christmas wish is, or holiday, or what the fuck ever, oops, sorry, is that we do all get to do something in person in 2026. Yes. I think that'd be like the cat's meow and the flip of a side part like no other. So
that would be the bee's knees, and that's another one of my wishes.
It really would.
Yeah, well, you've all said exactly what my holiday wish was going to be, which was that we all get to spend some in-person time next year enjoying the new Madonna era together. I don't know how that will logistically happen, but it would be great to see your darling faces in person again. And I think Tony, Ben, and myself have all met each other in person, and I've met Liberty in person, but I don't think Liberty's actually met Tony or Ben in person. So
I've never hung out with Liberty in person. No.
Yeah,
she's very small. She's very small.
When I see you, I'm gonna hug you, and I'm not gonna let you go.
I'm gonna squeeze you right into my boobies. So,
ooh, I love that.
That's what Liberty does when you meet her in person. So.
Yeah. Well, maybe
competing boobies.
I'm hoping we get enough advance warning for the release date that we can even just try to like have a release party somewhere.
Something.
And like
something.
And someone just asked, "Where's my cocktail?" I'm like, kids, Daddy drank a whole glass of wine. Like,
it's almost an hour. That's been gone.
Yeah, that was long gone.
Well, here's my Dr. Pepper.
Put it out in the universe that we are invited to a listening party.
I know. I'd love that. That'd be amazing. That Liberty, you would spend money on that for sure.
I would sell a child, mine or someone else's, for
telling
the
you to
adventure.
do that. I know. Just or one of the dogs.
I would.
Something.
Listen, if we got invited to something like that, I would have the nastiest feet OnlyFans that you have ever seen. Oh my Lord. Oh, my mother would turn in her grave and come back to get me.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I'd sacrifice all of the things that I've got here in the house. The career.
So you'd sell some stuff, for sure.
No, I mean, listen, and we won't give it away, okay? But we will be the best promotion that the Queen has ever had.
It's just it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, and people want to hear from us what we have to say because we have excellent delivery on we do. Look, we're not the type to be like, I mean, we're anecdotal, but at the same time we always give her the credit that she's due. I don't think that we're ever saying if only, there's a little if only, imagine, there's a lot of imagine, but what we're doing is hopeful. Always,
but forever thankful. And ever.
Madonna forever. We're thankful for what she does give us because honestly, there are so few artists that can do this still and create the buzz that she can, and to just be like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's so great. It's so great. And
Yeah.
forever inspirational.
Agreed.
Yes.
You're
Plus,
right.
I finally could go do something like that because I'm old and tired enough. I wouldn't not hear the album because I'd be too busy flirting with the dancers. I would actually sit there and listen. So let's go. I'm here for it. Let's get in the car and
any
go.
takeaways from the chat that we need to acknowledge?
It was requested that we shout out Kylie getting the Christmas #1 with her song Xmas, which I did then admit in the chat I have never heard, but God bless.
Oops.
It's cute.
It's cute. It's cute. Yeah.
Kylie leaning into her audience, and they love Christmas in the UK, and they love Kylie, and
and everybody would love like an in-person event. So,
well, we will when the time is right. You know, like we don't want to just do it just to do it.
Although somebody just said something about somebody being at the bathhouse, but there ain't nothing wrong with that.
We won't be doing a live event at a bathhouse, but
why not? Bette Midler did.
We're looking for a pool house in Palm Springs.
Exactly.
Well,
thank you.
There is a place in nearby Berkeley called Steamworks that I keep hearing about. So keep that in mind in case we need a venue.
Call in some favors for some room and board, Tony. And you know,
I mean, I say if we want to do the live at a Steamworks, we go for it. I'm game.
And we want to hang out with like Luis Extravaganza or something. You know, we want to hang out.
Yes.
You know, that could be arranged because, you know, he
Palm Springs. He's at that restaurant.
He manages Oscars, and that, you know.
Actually, we should totally go to Palm Springs. I love Palm Springs.
If you guys want to meet in Palm Springs, I'm down for that. It's close.
Yeah, Liberty. Just tell your kids to microwave some food while you're gone, and they'll be fine.
I don't care how I get there. I will get there no matter what. If I have to drive, if I have to hitchhike, if I have to show a leg, I will do it. I'll do it.
You have to drive all night singing Insomnia.
To drive all night. Yeah, I'll do it. I will.
Well, everybody listening, I just wanted to say on behalf of Liberty, Tony, Ben, and myself, thank you to each and every one of you as our listeners for being part of this community. Next year, when Madonna releases her new album, it's going to be such a fun experience that with all of you, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. And I'm so glad that we had this forum to get together and vogue out over new Madonna music, which whenever that arrives, we will be here for you. Though I normally try to take a bit of a month off to rest and recuperate, I have a feeling Madonna's going to finally come out of hiding and force us to come back sooner than we think. We shall see. Whenever she does, we will be ready. But for the next couple of weeks, we're probably going to be lying a little low, getting stuff ready.
Unless there's an emergency.
Yeah, unless there's like an emergency, and then we'll be back.
Somebody did say in the chat earlier, what if the single drops tonight after the
She's going to listen to our show and go,
it's not.
These MFers.
It's not. You know. Lovely thought.
No,
look.
Not during.
I know.
She's not going to. But if she drops something, I mean, we'll do our best to rally and go live as soon as possible.
As an insomniac, just press the return, Madonna. Just press the return and then just make it happen. I know you can do this. Click of a button.
Well, remember, everybody, you can find us on all social platforms at MLVC Podcast. You can donate to the show on Venmo at MLVC Podcast. If you've not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, take that subscribe button so you never miss a video. Everyone, we love you. Thank you for sticking with us through 7 years of this show. It's a joy. It's fun. And remember, you're like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. You always make the darkness lighter. You're right on time. So
don't overdo it, Stefan.
Yeah, you just put me into a fuzzy dream, and I'm not going to wake up from it. Good Lord.
Know. I'm ready to jump.
All right. So
I always love you more miles away.
You three stay there. We're going to kiki again real quick. But everybody watching at home, thank you. We'll see you next season.